Hi, it's Martin and welcome to another video on my Knit365 YouTube channel. Today's video is my East Anglia Yarn Festival behind the scenes blog, and I'm very excited to get over to Norwich and go to the EAYF show tomorrow, although I am running late because I wanted to leave by 9. It is Friday morning, the 17th of March. I wanted to leave by 9. And it's currently 9:31 and I haven't left yet, although I have packed and I'm pretty much ready to go. I'm just filming this bit with you and then I will be out the door. So this video is going to follow all the fun and excitement of the East Anglia Yarn Festival. We've got the knit night tonight. We've got the show tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday. Lots of new vendors. I think there's over 80 vendors there. So that's going to be lots of fun to go and see. Lots of new vendors to me that I've never met before, and lots of old friends. I was going to say old people. Lots of other vendors that I know, get to say hi to them again, which is going to be really lovely. There's the podcasters meet up each day. I can have my own little fangirl moments because there's podcasters going that I watch their videos, so that's going to be super fun. I've packed, as I said, my bits that I'm going to take with me for my projects. I'm taking Amelia because I still haven't done any work on her. I need to do the fringing, whatever it's called, on the collar. So I'm taking her. She might be a good knit night project, so I can just sit there and do that over a couple of hours. Rustling, sorry. I'm also taking Beatrix because, again, she's a good project to do portable on the go. And she might be a good one for knit night tonight as well. But also I'm hoping, because I'm there for 2 days, I'm going to go and do a bit of yarn shopping or a bit of yarn squishing. No shopping because I'm not buying yarn. Chat to some people. I'm going to go and sit down and have some coffee. I'm going to get my knitting out or my crochet out and I'm going to do some of that. So I'm taking a few different projects, and also coming with me for its first time ever out in public, Mark's jumper. No, don't get excited. Don't adjust your sets. This is not the front. This is the back. I haven't done any more work on the front since the last video. But of course, I've got all these ends that need sewing in. I've sewn in a couple, as you can see, but I've got all of this to do. So again, I figure I don't need to follow a pattern. I can sit down. If people come along, we can chat. That will be lovely, but I can just do a little bit of sewing. Again, could be a good knit night project. So I've got a couple of small items. I've got no actual knitting with me because I haven't. There's nothing that I really want. Like, I could take my shawl, but I'm still not the dotted rays that I've done last week, but I'm still in a place I haven't quite memorized the pattern yet, and I'll be chatting to someone and I'll be having to rip back because I've missed the yarn over, and I don't want anything complicated. So I figured I'm going to do a bit of crochet on some small projects. Also Tofta there, so I get to go and hopefully may do Amelia tonight, so I can go and take Amelia to see Tash and Liz the dodo are going to be at the show. So I might try and finish Amelia so I can take her for show and tell. But there we go. That is it. 3-minute introduction. I need to get going. I've got a 4-hour, 45-minute drive ahead of me, but I'm going to need a long stop. I'm going to need to sit down for some lunch. I'm going to need a few coffee stops, a few comfort breaks. So I reckon it's going to take me like 6 hours. So if I go now, I'll be there by 3:30-ish. So I'll take you on my journey. Oh, I've also got my cardigan, obviously. I'm not putting on yet because I'm absolutely roasted now. I've been running around packing because I'm running late. So I've got my cardigan. I'm staying in the hotel, and Katie from The Yarn Whisperer is staying in the same hotel. So I'm sure Katie will pop along and say hi later on. And then, yeah, we're all off to knit night. So I'm going. You'll see some travel footage, maybe. Although I'm on my own, so there won't be any driving footage. You might see me at a Starbucks or a Costa, a coffee place. Right, I'm going. The most important pit stop. I'm at the services. You can see I'm not driving. Coffee and a muffin. I am an hour and a half into my trip. So I'm now going to push on and try and break the back of it, and then when I'm over halfway, I'll then stop for a bit of a longer break and think about some lunch. I think that's my plan. Let's go. Stop number 2. And by the magic of the edit, I've had my rest and I'm back in the car. I've had something to eat, a KFC, if you're familiar. Everyone's familiar with fried chicken, right? Yeah, it was the best option they had. I don't know what's going to happen tonight. Oh, finger. I don't know what's going to happen tonight and whether we'll eat properly or it'll be like bar snacks. So I thought I'd eat something more substantial than just like a salad from the services. So that's what I've done. So I'm now back in the car and I've got less than 100 miles to go, but I think I'm going to get there 3:30-ish. I think. Still plenty of time. I want to be there by 4. 4 feels nice, and then I can have a bit of a rest to chill out. Maybe a sneaky power nap. We'll see. Right, let's go again. Okay. I've changed. It is 7:15. That took me a long time to work out, didn't it? It's 7:15. I've met Kitey. We've had a drink. I'm just going to go and find him again, and then we're waiting for our taxi. Okay, I'm going to spin us round, and we'll do a quick film in. Look at all these people. I was going to film it.
Are going to pink. One is for 2. And then I have a beautiful set from Pippin Yarns. See there. Hold that up. The Pink Sister set. And there are 2 50-gram scales. Plus, you get a yarn addict notebook and needle stuffers for green 85. By 11:30, we are all on our way homes. Until then, stitch, have fun, chat.
Thank you.
Hi!
Hello. Oh, it's. I was posing for a photo. It's a video.
It's a video! Say hi for YouTube! Gemma!
Wave.
Look who I'm with! Hi, have you had a nice night? It's been so much fun!
And you won a prize.
And you want a prize. And I want a prize. We'll show you tomorrow. We'll catch up tomorrow when it's quieter. It's very loud. Oh. Good morning, good morning. It is show day. Woohoo! Had a very lovely night at the Knit Night. And yeah, it was so nice to just chat to people. We all sat on tables like at a wedding, a bit like a wool wedding. It was amazing. Met lots of new people and caught up with some old friends. Really, really lovely. I have some yarn already. I've just had a shower. This is why I'm blotchy. I have some yarn that we all had little gift bags. The gift bags were sponsored by all of the vendors who were exhibiting this weekend, and they all put some minis in their bag. Now, I have 2 because Linda from Linda Simpson Designs, there were a couple of bags left over, and Linda very kindly went and got her and I an extra bag. So thank you, Linda, for the extra bag. So in the bag, you had a mini and a raffle ticket. So I have this gorgeous kind of like purpley violet. I'm not very good with colour names. Lilac. Anyway, this is from the Fibre Fox from Ben and Georgie. And then I've got this mini skein of the Witcher collection, which is from Pigment and Ply. So that was really nice, and they go so nice together. I'm definitely going to get a vase or something for the flat that I can put all these minis in, and then we can just like stare at them as like art. So I had those two, and then as you saw, I was trying to film and I got cut short because I won a raffle prize. So I won this gorgeous sock set from the Camel's Yarn. So that is their label. And look at this. It's just lovely, this bluey green. And then this matching mini. It's hard to do this one-handed. I have got my tripod for the weekend. I just haven't got it out yet. And then this little matching mini. So yeah. So thank you for donating the prize, the Camel's Yarn, and yay me for winning. There were 25, 26 prizes, I think, as well as donating the minis for the little goodie bags. All the vendors donated prizes for the raffle. And all the money from the raffle tickets has gone to charity, which is really lovely. So I'm going to go and have some breakfast. It's 5 to 9. The show doesn't open until 10:30. So I've got plenty of time. So I'm going to go and have a leisurely breakfast and start to edit the footage together. Because I think if I start and I edit as I'm going, then this video's got a better chance of getting up on Monday. So yeah, that's me. I'm off for breakfast, and then we're going to go and squish some yarn and maybe buy some yarn. I've definitely got my eye on two things. I know. Mark said to me before I left, you're going to buy yarn, aren't you? I was like, probably. Right, let's go find breakfast. Breakfast done. Heading to the show. It is 3 minutes past 10. And it's a 10-minute drive. But I don't know where I'm going. Need to work out parking, etc. I have my cardigan on. Still obsessed with my ribbon. Did I mention the ribbon? I don't ever have regrets. Like proper regrets. Now we all go, oh, I regret not doing that. I do regret not blocking it. Because I was going to do the corner, wasn't I? And I forgot. Then by the time I remembered, I ran out of time. So I haven't blocked it. It's got a little pucker. Like, in the grand scheme of everything, it is not a problem. But I'm like, oh, I know I'm going to be pulling it all day. Never mind. I'm going to have to take it off now, though, because I'm boiling. I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep it on all day. I have got a t-shirt on instead of a long sleeve, which will hopefully help. Right, so let's head to the showground and then go and check out the show. Look who I found.
Hello.
It's Kelly who designed all the patterns. We were talking earlier, is it a bit weird seeing everybody making your,
Yeah.
or wearing the thing that you made?
Yeah, it's been quite surreal. I've been going around tapping one on the shoulder saying, can I take your picture?
Well, thank you for the pattern.
That's okay, it looks lovely.
I said, I'm obsessed with the ribbon.
Yeah.
It's going to be in everything, so thank you for bringing it.
Have a feel as well.
Yeah.
It's lovely and soft.
Right, have you had a good show?
Yes, really good. Really
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Good. Just loving.
It is, I'm actually blogging now. It is 2 o'clock on, I'm using my tripod, I'm still not very good with it. I've had it like a year. It's 2 o'clock on Saturday, and I'm here with Becky from Becky Knits and Linda from Linda Simpson Designs, you all know.
Hello.
Hello. This is the, see, look, I'm trying to get my camera. Hello. Come to me, come to me.
I'll hide my face.
Hello. Right, this is staying in.
Did you have to
This is the first bit of content
gave up.
I've actually done, which is hilarious. Where are you? There you are. I don't know what it's doing. It's playing up.
Oh, is it?
It's been very naughty. Say hi. Who are you? Where you come from?
I'm Karen from Stitches and Jacks.
There we go. Hi, Karen. If I turn it around now, see, it just decides it's doing its own.
Oh, you've got a very smart gadget, if I may say so.
I've had it over a year and I'm still. There we go. Oh, it's getting better. Right. End of day one. I've not done a lot of filming today, so I'm not sure what the footage is going to be like. I will properly film the show tomorrow. I'll put a little bit of footage in. Got my lanyard. I've taken my cardigan off eventually because I'm boiling. And I have got some yarn, but it's permitted because I needed yarn for a secret project, which I can't tell you about. Soz. Right, I'm getting in the car. I'm driving back to the hotel, and then I'm going out for pizza with Katie from the Yarn Whisperer, Gemma of the Little Grey Girl, and Helen from Giddy Yarns, and Nicola from Cool Woolens. I think that's everyone. I'll show you in a minute. Right, let's go. Good morning, good morning. It is now Sunday, and I've been doing something on my iPad. My little old eyes. It's now Sunday, and it's show day. So it is 10 to 10. I've just had breakfast with Katie, and I'm now about to check out and then head over to the show. I did a little bit of filming yesterday, but I'm going to try, as soon as the show opens, to go up and down all the lines and film all the exhibitors so that I can put that together. Coming up now and then in this video in a montage. And then, yeah, a bit more browsing. I have my eye on one specific yarn. And if it's not there, I've decided, I'm being very pragmatic, if the colourway I want is not there, that's okay. I won't force myself to buy another one. It wasn't meant to be. And I can wait until there's a shop restock and I can buy it from the person then. So I'm going to have a little bit of a mooch. And then I think the show finishes at 4:30 today, but I'm leaving early. I'm hoping to go by 2 because I obviously have a long drive ahead of me. But what I did think is Laura very kindly offered a merchandise goodie bag to one lucky winner from our previous video. So I'll do that draw now. We said closing date was Friday. Okay, so usual accountability post. So we're on commonpicker.com. And there's the link to the video. I have filtered out duplicate users, so 1 entry per person. I've asked it to look for the word show because that's what I'd asked you to do in the comment if you wanted to win. And then we have the comments. So we start. Oh, that was what I was going to say. We have 150 unique comments. So good luck to everyone. And the winner is Lily. I'm so excited for the show. Just ordered my ticket. I live close to a certain seaside town, so if I win, I wouldn't have to come far. There we go. Congratulations, Lily, local person winning. I will find your comment now and I will get in touch with you and then you can claim your prize. And if you're local, maybe you could even meet up with Laura to pick it up. But we'll sort all those details out. So congratulations to Lily. This is so cool. It's like another technique though that another hobby. Oh, thank you. And that's your brand. So, yeah. They're really cool.
Yeah, they're new actually.
Yeah, they're so cool.
This is like something pretty, but practical.
Hi. It is 12:15. I've been around filming. I now have a coffee. And I'm on Gemma's stand. Gemma has gone to get tea and have a comfort break. Look at these rainbows. So I am hiding out here for 10 minutes to look after the stand. Part-time staff, see. It's a really busy day again, and I have bought some purchases, which you'll have to wait till the end of the video to see. And one of them, I'm not sure if Mark is going to love or hate, but it's not a spinning wheel, and it's not yarn. Cryptic! You'll have to come back and watch. Yeah. I do like a good yarn show. Have I mentioned? Look who I found! It's Louise, and look what we can grab.
There we go.
Can we show the shawl? We've got the knit along shawl. I can't believe it's here.
Oh, it's come around so quickly, hasn't it?
I know.
I know when we looked at dates and we said March, I was like, oh, ages ago. But
And now it's here. So if you're around on Friday at 4 o'clock, Louise might pop along.
I'll do my best.
We're going to start our shawls. But I'm very
excited.
excited. We've never met. So it's really nice. So I get to have my little fangirl moment now. Go, oh, look, it's Louise.
Oh, well, I feel, we speak all the time online,
know.
though, don't we?
Yeah, and it's it. Yeah, feels like I know you. Thank you. Right, I'm going to let you go shopping.
Thank you very much.
Oh, hello.
Yeah,
Look.
no, there's definitely gaps.
You're just the best, aren't you? You're the best little dog. Yeah, you are. Honestly, he's the most friendliest.
Very good boy.
My brother's got a little terrier and he's the most least friendly. He's
Oh
like,
yeah,
"Ah."
they are. Some of them are.
But you're the best boy, aren't you, with your little jumper and everything? Oh.
Where my show started.
Yeah. Well, thank you for being in the video. I know.
Oh,
Oh,
careful.
good. No, that was me, that one. Oh, there we go. Can you show your little name badge as well? And I'm home. I didn't film anything last night. It was late when I got home. I got home just before 8, which was what I expected. So it was about 6 hours with a stop. So yeah, you've just seen all of the footage that I took on Sunday. Saturday was so busy and I didn't get a lot of filming done because it was, you could see the footage that I did put in from Saturday, you could see it was a lot busier. I think Laura said there was over 1,000 people, maybe even a bit more than that on the Saturday. Sunday was a bit quieter, which, talking to some of the vendors now, I think generally day 2 and a Sunday of a yarn show tend to be quieter than the Saturday. But yeah, it was so much fun and such a great event. And I hope that you enjoyed seeing some of the vendors. I didn't film everybody. I think I filmed probably about 80% of the vendors. There were some, as I was editing the footage together, where I didn't get their name or it wasn't a good shot because they were customers or various things. So I've got most of the people. And interestingly, as I was editing the film together, I'm not buying yarn, but I seem to be drawn to stitch markers because there was a lot of stalls that I seemed to focus on that had buttons and stitch markers, or pin badges and stitch markers, sorry, which was great. So that was, yeah, a real nice mix of vendors at the show. And I think definitely hats off to Laura for the mix of vendors. I think there was 85 in total. Loads that were new to me that I'd never met before. So that was really great to be able to meet and chat with new people. So quick yarn haul summary then. I showed you these already, so I won't talk about these again, but obviously I bought this yarn back with me because I won this in the raffle and I had these two in the little gift bags from the Knit Night. I also have yarn, but this I didn't purchase myself, so it doesn't count. This is from Gemma of The Little Grey Girl, because the knit along and crochet along starts on Friday. I'm going to use my Knit365 bluey grey yarn to make the knitted shawl, and I'm going to do that for myself. And then I'm going to make a crochet shawl, obviously to do the crochet along, but I'm going to crochet that as a sample for Gemma to keep on the stall. So I've got this gorgeous creamy neon pop, which is what the colorway is called, with this green contrast mini. This yarn is slightly less yardage than the yarn that we used, so just to make sure that I don't run out, I've got the contrasting mini. So we've got a sock set basically, but we'll use the sock set to do the shawl, and then I'll make the main shawl in this, and then I will use the green to do the edging. But this came home with me, but I didn't buy it. And then I stopped by, and I'm going to not pronounce this correctly, I'm pretty sure, because I think it's an Irish name. I was chatting to them on the stall, and I think it's Anne Caton Beag, the Sinister Knitter, Sinister Kitten, Kittigan, sorry. You might have seen this sample on their stand, and I just saw this and I thought, this is the child pattern, and it goes from age 3 to 6 months up to 12 plus. So I thought this will be a lovely little knit for one of the nieces, and the nephew. Boys can like cats too, but Noah's definitely best mates with Loki. So Noah will be for the dog, I think. But yeah, so I've got this pattern to make this cardigan for, definitely for Thea, niece number 3. And then I'm not sure if her sister would wear it, because niece number 1 is now 8.5, going on 18. She's a bit sassy. I'm not sure she'd wear one now, but we'll see. Anyway, so I picked up that pattern. I mentioned on day 1 of the show that I picked up some stitch markers, and you saw I put a bit of footage in. I met Hannah from the Corner Craft, and it was lovely to meet Hannah and chat and have a little picture. And I did my little fanboy moment because I love Hannah's podcasts, and I watch all of the episodes when they come out. And Hannah makes these gorgeous, as well as dyeing yarn, she makes these gorgeous handmade stitch markers. So here we have one of her berries, and whenever these go up on pre-order, they sell out literally the same day. So I was really pleased to be able to pick up one of these lovely little blueberries as a stitch marker. And I also picked up a rainbow sheep, which is super cool. So thank you, Hannah, for chatting and having a picture, and some gorgeous stitch markers. So I've got those. I picked up some needles. I'm doing a secret test knit, and I needed some double pointed needles, but I also want to try a 9-inch circular for socks at some point. And I had some liquor needles for Christmas, so I picked up some needles from Coastal Colours. You'll have seen their footage, or the footage of their stall. So I picked up a needle to try that. I'm going to try 9-inch circular. I'm definitely not. I might try some magic loop at some point. I know lots of you love it. We're not best friends, so yeah, maybe at some point. But I will try a short circular and see what that's like, because you know I love my double points. So we'll see what happens there. I stopped by the Stitches Tees stall, and some of you, if you've been watching a while, may know I've got a grey t-shirt with Knitter written on it. That is their little branding. So I picked up a crocheter t-shirt because I am a crocheter as well as a knitter. So I picked up a lovely t-shirt, which is good. And have you seen so far, all of these purchases, not yarn related? I know, right? I had that realization. I'm going to a yarn show and I'm not meant to buy yarn. But there's nothing about buying yarn related items. I did buy some yarn though, and I mentioned this skein that I wanted to get. So this is by the Yarn Badger. And I actually saw this before the show. I saw it on Instagram, and this was my show purchase. If I saw that they had this skein still available, I wanted to buy it to make some socks. So this is the Winter Rainbow colorway. And I love the sort of the muted dark gloomy colors within this rainbow palette. So I'm really looking forward to that. And they had it on day one. And as I said earlier in the video, if I got to day 2 and it had gone, well, it wasn't meant to be. But I got there and they had some left. So picked up this. This is going to go in my stash for at some point, but it's 100 grams, and it is 2 50-gram skeins. So it's been wound that I can make 2 identical socks. And given the nature of the yarn, because I've got the 250s, rather than starting top down, I'm actually going to use this at some point to have a go at my first toe-up socks. And I think that will also help with me with fit, because I've talked before about I struggle to make socks that fit me properly because I don't gauge swatch and all the rest of it, which is probably not helping. But at some point, this will be some socks. So I really love that from the Yarn Badger. And then my last purchase, which I said to Mark, you're either going to love or hate, and it's not a wheel. I met a lovely lady, and I didn't catch your name. I'm very sorry if you watch this, from Injabulo. I think that's how you pronounce it. The Babatree Basket Company. And I picked up this gorgeous handmade basket. So these baskets are made in Ghana, and they are imported over to the UK. So the what it says a little bit on the blurb, your purchase contributes to sustainable incomes in Ghana and brings dignity to the priceless craftsmanship of the Fra people. True value for money. I assure you that you've not just bought yourself a basket, you have bought a genuine piece of art. And I think that is true. There were loads of people buying these throughout the show. Kaiti, I don't know if it would have seen it in the footage, but he bought a massive orange one that looked it was so on brand for the Yarn Whisperer. But it's got this lovely handle. These are hooks, so you can hook it on something, and there were a number of them hooked around the stall. But I love this because it's got these lovely teal colors which go with the flat, and then these oranges and yellows, and yeah, it's very big. So I can put, so if I got 2 full skeins, and the minis and the yarn that I just bought, and you can see we're not even half full. So I thought this would be lovely for like a current project. So I have lots of whips, as we know, and I then tend to pick up a project and then just keep working on that project. So this is going to live on the floor by the settee, by the sofa. And so for example, this yarn will stay in here. I'm going to wind it up. So for the knit along and crochet along this week, I will keep the shawls in here. So this will be the shawl project while I'm working on them. And then, you know, like I could pop a pair of socks in there, my dotted rays, because they all live in project bags, but if I'm actively working on them, they can live in the basket. That's my plan. And I think it just looks really nice. So I'm super happy with that purchase as well. And that was all I bought, which it's not a shabby haul at all. I think that was quite a nice little mix of things. And that brings us to the end of the video. So I just want to say a huge thank you to Laura, especially, and all of her volunteers. It was my first time visiting the show. As you heard when Laura joined me on the channel, the show has grown exponentially, doubled. I don't know how much bigger it is in size in terms of vendors, but it was a huge event. It felt very safe, very clean. The fact that it was in this big hangar, you know, there were 85 vendors there, over 1,000 people on the Saturday, but you didn't feel penned in. I didn't do a lot of footage because I was walking past a lot of people and I didn't want to get nudged with the camera, but it felt incredibly light and airy, really high ceiling, so felt really safe. So it was a great venue, lots of toilets, lots of parking, lots of coffee, some food options. The brownies I had, oh, they were nice. So yeah, it was a really great venue, and yeah, hats off to Laura for doing that on her own with her team of volunteers, and of course Chewy the dog, who we got to meet earlier in the video. I don't think it's underestimated the amount of work that goes through it, and all the vendors seemed happy, lots of happy customers. I'm certainly one of those, and all the people that I spoke to seemed to have a thoroughly lovely time. So huge thank you to Laura, and of course a huge thank you to the vendors who stopped to chat to me, who I bought some products from. It was really lovely, and I hope that if you see something that you like in any of the footage, you know, if you go and follow someone on social media or you buy from them, you know, absolutely let them know that you saw the footage in my video, because I think that'll be nice. Laura wanted to have that kind of podcaster angle where we were allowed to film. So hopefully it's introduced you all that couldn't get to the show to some new vendors. So we'll wrap this up. I'm going to finish editing this together and then get this uploaded now today, Monday. So coming up next on the channel, we've got the live on Friday. It will be at 4 o'clock, and hopefully Louise, Gemma and Hannah will try and pop in. So that'll be exciting, where we're going to start the knit along and crochet along. I'm going to do, you can do whatever you want. It will run probably throughout the rest of March. Maybe we'll keep it open for like 2 months, perhaps. Like we'll see how we go. You know, they are single skein projects, so they won't take too long. But we'll keep it open for at least a couple of months, I think. I'm not planning on doing any tutorial videos because I think the projects are simple enough. But as we're doing the lives and we're chatting, if there are common themes and common questions, then absolutely we can do some shorts, or we can pop along with some extra help. So plenty of support for you. If you've never done a knit or a crochet project before and you're going to join us and jump in, make sure you grab your pattern from Louise and from Hannah. I'll pop the details below, and I look forward to you joining me on Friday. I'm probably going to do the knitted shawl on Friday and the crochet shawl on Sunday, where I'll go live again 7 a.m. on Sunday morning, which will be 6 p.m. I think Australian time. So we'll do a bit of a knit and natter on the Sunday, as well as me starting my crochet shawl. But you can absolutely start whichever one you want on any day. Because I'm going to do both, I won't do both on the same day. I'll do a knit one and then a crochet one, so I can get my head around the right one. So that's coming up then later this week. And yeah, it's been a busy old month. Had such a wonderful time at the show. And yeah, thank you very much if you stopped and chatted, if we had pictures and you tagged me in Instagram and all that kind of stuff. It was great and wonderful to chat to you all. So I hope that you are keeping well. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. Give it a little thumbs up if you like it. Let me know in the comments below if there were any vendors that you are new to you or that have jumped out to you, and go and check them out. Go and find them on social media and share some Knit365 love. So thank you very much for being here, and I will speak to some of you, all of you, on Friday. I will record them again, so if you can't join us live, don't worry, you can listen back to the playback. So until we speak again, happy crafting.